Of how you feel like fall camp is going and how you're progressing personally right now.
Well, personally, I mean, obviously, my accuracy last year wasn't like where I wanted to be. I feel pretty comfortable in terms of like my power and my body weight wise, which was the goals like the previous years. But I'd say the goal this offseason was just getting a good clean rotation if we want to get down to the technical things. But I mean, I feel like I'm progressing pretty well doing that right now.
I feel like Coach Farron said that you're just a totally different player than you were last year. Have you seen that too? Do you feel like you're just on a totally different wavelength, either mentally or physically?
Yeah, so I mean, the longer you're here, the more you can learn, you know? I mean, there could have been, like, I'm maturing, you know? It's just like natural for a human being to just grow up a little bit, I guess. But I mean, I'm glad he's seeing that because I'm just doing me, you know?
Did it take a while to just recover from the way last year and from getting pulled from the Nebraska game and then not even getting a chance to kind of redeem things over the last couple of postseason games? Do you feel like that took a little while for you to recover from that?
Well, I was not raised to quit, so like I'm gonna die before I quit. And so I mean, it's not like I'm gonna sit there and pout. It fueled me, I think, this offseason because I trained harder this offseason than I think I ever have in my life. I mean, people would hear that and they think like, oh, he's like physically just taxed every day. But really, it's just, I think I pay attention more on the finer details of things because like the way you think could change how you kick, not necessarily the ability you have, you know? Yeah, that's all I got.
When you first came?
I got here on the 4th of January, so
okay.
7 or 8 months, yeah.
Gotcha. So what's the biggest difference you've seen in yourself, either physically or mentally, whatever it is, in terms of football? What's the biggest place that you've grown over that time?
Definitely mentally has been a work, like being in front of all these coaches. Never experienced that before. Being in front of 100 and something teammates, biggest team I've ever been involved in. So just trying to prove to my teammates and my coaches, that's definitely a mental challenge, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better at it since getting here. Physically, I've put on 25 pounds since coming here, so the strength and conditioning is pretty full on. Definitely, yeah, really cool though, like they feed us non-stop too. So putting on 25 pounds is pretty easy, yeah.
I was going to say, what helps put on 25 pounds? Is it, I don't know if it was American food that leads to that or if it's something else that
well, the strength and conditioning is pretty tough, hard working, so you know, they work us hard, and then with all the food that they provide us, it's pretty healthy stuff, so that's definitely good. So putting on the right amount of muscle, like not so much fat, but it's definitely like a crazy program in that sense, yeah.
Who is somebody that you feel like you've learned from? I don't know if there's somebody that's taken you under their wing as a mentor, whether it be Tory or another punter in America, somebody else that you know that's helped guide you along in this time.
Yeah, well, Tory has helped me out a lot in a few instances, mentally and punting. Also, Jason Baker, who also worked with Tory last year, has also been a good mentor in the same sort of ways as Tory. Me and Baker caught up in Kinnick, worked through a few things, and yeah, just sort of working through some other things. But yeah, Jason Baker and Tory have both, and Coach Woods as well, have definitely been the three biggest sort of influences on me so far and in helping me in the right ways.
You mentioned playing in front of all your teammates. Have people prepared you for what it's going to be like stepping into Kinnick Stadium for that first game? I mean, it's a sold out, 60, 70,000 people you're going to be playing in front of. Have they helped mentally prepare you for what that's going to be like?
No, I wouldn't say that they've helped me prepare for it. I feel like nothing can prepare you for that sort of crowd. But yeah, it hasn't quite hit me yet just how much or how loud it's going to be and all the people that are going to be there. So I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a whole new experience. But I feel like, you know, I'll just take it in and do what I do.
I don't know how much of a small world it is athletically in Australia, but is there anybody competing at the Olympic Games this summer that you have any connection to, relationship with, same hometown, anything like that?
Yeah, there's a swimmer who's from my town. Okay. He went to a neighbouring school. I don't actually know him properly, but I know him through a friend. And I haven't actually been watching the Olympics, so I don't really know how much. I've watched a little bit, but yeah, not really something I really get into. But yeah, I hope I'm not sure how he did, but I hope he did good.
The women's basketball team was playing the United States today. Didn't even watch that one.
The women's basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I don't really keep up with it.
You're not into it. Okay.
Nah.
What was your first impression of Iowa, just when you got out here, and then, what's it been like so far?
It's been really cool. Like very friendly people, and pretty cold when I first got here. The weather's definitely different. It's pretty humid in the summer, and then like all the snow is pretty new to me as well. But yeah, I'll go back to family orientated, really community sort of sense in Iowa City. Very small, but very community orientated.